Hi Sagittarian, this is your October astrology reading. Thank you for tuning in, everyone. I'm honored that you all are considering my astrology emails. What is around Sagittarius? Please, God, show me what is around Sagittarians for the month of October. Please subscribe to my channel. Please press the notification button. And for your own personal readings, please email me at psychic Tracey, Tracey Brown at yahoo.com. What's around Sagittarians, God? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Show me what's around Sagittarians, Jesus. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen, amen, amen. Sagittarians. The final outcome, which may not be the final outcome, the 10 cards that I pulled literally means having to take the bull by the horn. Take the bull by the horn and take charge. That's what I'm getting. Take the bull by the horn and take charge. No pity party, Sagittarian. Poor me, woe is me. That's not what October is going to bring you. October is going to bring you an opportunity to just do, take control, just do. Okay? Don't take no for an answer. You can do this. Like a steel rod that won't bend, which is a characteristic of most Sagittarians. You can do this. There seems to be something here, Sagittarians, that you need to have a little bit more of a free spirit. Sagittarians, you guys worry way too much. You're wondering, how do you get over there? You're wondering how to do this. You're wondering, like, I didn't realize it until just now, but you guys are worry warts. And God is in control, Sagittarians. God is in control. So it's almost like give up the ghost, because your worrying doesn't make this come any faster. Your worrying doesn't help. Your worrying is becoming your passion and not like God. Like, make God your passion. Trust God in the process. I'm also getting something here, Sagittarians, where you need to be patched up. There's something wounded about you, and it needs to be patched up. But not in a bad way. Not where I have to put, like, the puzzle pieces together. It just means I'm a little wounded, and, you know, I not need to cover it up, but need to fix this. Tweak this. That's what I'm getting. I need to tweak something. I need to tweak this. Some of you all are going to go on a journey, and it literally could mean a trip or a travel. Also could be unexpected. Also could be relocating. I have to say, just do it. Stop thinking. Just do it. I'm also getting that some Sagittarians think the grass is greener on the other side, and it might be. In your case, it actually might be green on the other side, because the way you're operating doesn't allow for green to come in, doesn't allow you to prosper. Smell the roses, Sagittarian. Smell the roses. You're too passionate and sometimes too emotional. Tighten that belt. And trust God in the process. Look up and trust God in the process. I don't know. God's really important here for some reason. It definitely looks like there's an opportunity for a job, but, you know, this card means that there's a lot of competition, a lot. And you are just really going to have to prove yourself and fight for it. And, you know, even though everyone is qualified, there has to be something about you that you present that makes them stand out. That makes you stand out. I'm getting go-get-itness. Go get 'em. Go-get-itness. So, proactive, the ability to not be micromanaged. The passion in the job, that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. It's the passion in the job description is what's going to get you above the rest. So I'll give you a good example. It's almost like if this is a good example, let's just say you're interviewing for a job with George Clooney, right? And you're awestruck because you're interviewing for a job with George Clooney. As opposed to, and you sell yourself because you say to George Clooney, I love you, you're a great actor, I'm shocked that I'm here to interview with you. Instead of saying, I could be your best assistant, and this is the reason why I could be your best assistant, and you don't have to worry about whether or not I have to call you 10 times a day to fix this. I will be proactive in fixing this. If I do something wrong, you will tell me, and I won't do it again. But I know my job. You see what I'm saying? And that's what we're going to talk about in this interview. We're going to talk about my job. That's what I'm getting. Sagittarians, you guys could be self-sabotaging this month. I hate this. Stop self-sabotaging yourselves. Oh my God, Sagittarians. Stop self-sabotaging yourself. I'll tell you why. Because there's a child looking at you that's going to mimic your behavior. And it's subtle. Be careful with any energy with the child, by the way. I don't know if you guys can see this. Be careful with any energy with the child that has to do with conflict. Has to do with conflict. All right. Has to do with missing someone. The child doesn't say, this is my problem. The child may consciously, because I get it as a fib, consciously say, this is my problem, but it really is something to do with missing someone. Nothing's wrong with the child, though, but you have to kind of look at some behaviors and kind of decide, oh, is it this or is it this? Oh boy, some Sagittarians. Oh my goodness. There is a good man coming for you. There's a great man coming from you. The sun shines on this great man, and so does the ability to take on a really good man that could change everything. He is an amazing man, and you would be lucky to have him show up. Him or her. I have to, I fixed these cards so that it represents both male and females. I'm going to say it's a him. This is for the women. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius man is going to show up for you, Sagittarian. All right? And he is, it's almost like, voila. You're like, oh, thank God. Thank God you came into my life. It almost feels like that. For those of you that are single, it definitely feels like a man of a love interest. For those of you that are looking for a job, it definitely feels like it's a man of power and chooses you for employment. For many of you Sagittarians, you might want to consider walking away from a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn man. You might want to consider walking away. He doesn't feel healthy to you, and he feels like he constantly either nags you or pounds you over the head or constantly, doing this to you because his spirit isn't settled. It's okay to make that decision in October because he's just not healthy for you, and it definitely has some mental illness. For Sagittarian men, there will be a fire sign woman coming to you, that in your lowest point, she shows up to be solid for you in your lowest point. So there's something about Sagittarian men that are going through something, and this is a Sagittarian woman that is going to come and play a role in getting you back on track. All right. For Sagittarians that have a drug and alcohol issue, there might be some medical intervention that's required. And it also could mean that's the turning point. The turning point could be maybe admitting I need help, or somebody saying to you, you have an issue and you need help. And this goes for both men and women. I think for some Sagittarians, could be more drinking than drugs, actually, but I have to include both when this card shows up. This is my drinking, this is my drugs, this is my gambling, and this is my sex addiction card. So any type of addiction, particularly this time I'm feeling alcohol, is something that needs to be addressed. If you address it, there's a turnaround that is just so hopeful. Hopeful with your love, hopeful with your finances, hopeful with your direction, and hopeful with your tongue. There's something about a Sagittarian and their tongue that drugs and alcohol, it's fire. It's more, it's like dragon breath. And not in a smelly way. I'm saying, like it's just a lot of stuff going on for those Sagittarians that have drug issues. Let's be clear about that. Because those Sagittarians that have drug, alcohol issues, you're ruining your family. You're ruining the whole family. You're not hiding it. It's not hidden, and you're ruining your whole family, and it needs to stop. Because what I'm getting for Sagittarians, that you're all a very kind and generous people. And if drugs or alcohol isn't bringing that out, like you hate yourself for it, which makes you more mad, which makes you more, fire breath. I don't like it. Some Sagittarians are going to have to leave their job. Because whereas one time you might have been the reigning star, I feel like the work is drudge work now, and you might want to leave to save your sanity, save your soul. Don't be afraid to leave. But me, personally, I would never leave until I had another job. I'm just practical that way. There are many Sagittarians that are going to wind up falling in love. Divine love. There is some sort of sacrifice to get to this love, though. So for me, it looks like the love is not in your vicinity. So if you've been looking in a 50-block radius of your house, he's not there. So if there's something that you need to do that forces you to travel, forces you to relocate, forces you to get out of a routine, you will find your love there. All right, Sagittarians, I hope you had a good reading. I went a little long, but you guys deserve it. It's also time for a lot of Sagittarians, don't get mad at me, Sagittarians, to get back with some sibling energy. Sibling energy. Something's going to come along where somebody is going to say, let's make a truce, let's have a family reunion, come over for, Halloween party, come over for Thanksgiving, and you are going to want to say no, don't. All right, this is the last 3 months is the month for change. A lot is going on in the world, and Sagittarians, you have an opportunity to fix your